Hello, hello. I'm alive. No, I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. Oh, I think I'm live, which is good. Which is all good. Do, 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 do. I'm just waiting for a few people to come on. Watch. Whilst I sit watching the fly. Beautiful sunshine. Oh, yeah. Okay, right. So I need to. So I can see who's there. Let's go to that. I always forget. Do I press that? That's me. Where do I see you guys? Anyway, hello. How are you? I hope you're well. If I press that, hopefully you can hear me. I can't see your comments yet. Let's pop those there. Mm-hmm. Anyway, it's lovely to see you all. It's lovely. Oh, I've got a bit of music I could play in the background. Hang on. I don't know whether you can hear that. Is that playing? Turn the volume. Oh, yeah. That's a bit of music in the background. I know this music. I wrote it. I'll play it. I'll see if it's that in moments time. I just thought I'd do a quick 20-minute live. Hello, we are live. That music will end in a minute. It's only like a 30-second intro. But it's quite nice. Hope it doesn't play again. Let me just pause that so it doesn't. Okay, that's cool. Now. I can see. Hello, Katie. How are you? Sonia. Hello, Alan. Hope you're feeling better. I hope you're well and hope you're enjoying the postcards that I sent to you. Maybe you've put them in frames. Maybe you're doing something different with them. I don't know. I'm just going to open Restream on my iPad. Sign in. Log in. So I thought I'd come on just for a nice little 20-minute live or so because the sun is shining outside and we don't want to keep you too long, but I thought I'd just come on to say hi, show you the new stamps if you've not seen the new stamps. These have been out for a couple of weeks. These are the tiled stamps, and I love them. I really do. And here's a little bit of artwork that I did with all of them, which was nice. Right, I've got you on here now. If I tap on that, turn the volume down, I should be able to control it from my iPad as well. Anyhow, so cancel that. Allow. Or maybe I can enter without. Okay. Let me turn the volume down. There you go. Volume should be down. Right. So no, let's turn that off because that's just ridiculous. I can hear myself on my iPad. Millie, it's okay. And I can hold the line call. Can you hear me? I'm talking, then it's talking. go back to that. I don't want my microphone on, so I just need to figure out how to turn it off. We'll turn the volume down. Even if I put my iPad on silent. Anyhow, so welcome to the chaos that is used every time. Look, you say clear. Every time I do on. Oh, I don't the iPad microphone. Right, is that done it? Hang on a minute. What I'm going to do, get rid of that. Okay. Right. Oh, now what? Minutes. Oh, who's this? The neighbours. It's okay. Right. So these are the tiled stamps. Ignore Millie. She's just going to bark in the background, as dogs do when people come up the drive. And these are layering, so you can use these separately, or you can layer them up, which looks really nice. So we can have a little play with these. These are available on my website right now. So just to take you through them, you've got the oak leaves. There they are. They're absolutely beautiful, and I love these. I really, really do. There's a bit of a bright light shining on there. These are the oak leaves. You'll be able to see some samples online if you go to timestampcreations.com. There's the QR code. So if you're watching on a computer or an iPad, you can take a picture of that. Then we've got which one's that I've just brought up? The the birds. I love this little one. Now you can use that as a little robin for Christmas. And again, there's a QR code if you want to go for that. That's your Retro Bird A6 stamp set. These are all £10.99. You get a little sentiments with them as well. So I've put festive greetings in with that one. So you can colour his little belly and make him into a robin if you want to. Next up are the dandelions. Love dandelions. And these are beautiful. So I was using that in a demo to make it look like a tree. I'll have a go with that in a moment's time. I'll go through these and just stamp a few out. So that is your dandelions, but there's also retro dandelions or geo dandelions. These are geometric. I thought these were quite fun, right? Remind me of Abigail's party. All right, Sue, come on in, help yourself to nibbles. Love a bit of Abigail's party. So again, you've got happy anniversary and best wishes on there. Then you've got the crotars. These two birds were dancing in the puddles of my local supermarket. So I took a picture of them and now they've turned them into stamps. I love those guys. I think they're really funky. Again, these are overlay stamps and I'll show you what I mean in a moment's time. Here's the mushrooms. Okay. So if you've not got much room for anything else in your collection, those are the mushrooms. And again, £10.99, QR code on the screen to buy those. The whole collection is available, and I don't have a QR code for that, but you'll be able to find that on the website when you go there. Also, just to tell you, we have a workshop. Lou Withers and myself, we have a workshop on Tuesday, the 14th of October at the Manchester Monastery. And we're really looking forward to that. And that's going to be a great day. We're going to provide all the necessary requirements when it comes to ink pads, stamping platforms, and anything to be creative with. She says try and find her stamp one that I always lose. So we're going to provide all of that. You'll be able to come along and have a jolly good time, enjoy yourself, get creative, and do the things that perhaps you're not quite sure of. And then you can do them with us. As always, oh, there's my stamping platform. Great, I've got that, and I've got some stamps. So let's have a play with them. So that is well, it's limited. There's not many places left, but it is in Manchester at the Monastery. And we Lou Withers and myself. So if you want to go and have a look at all the information, it's there on my website, and you can go and have a look at that. Oh, you know what? I don't even know where those stamps are now. Every time I start a live, I do this. I mean, it's incredibly boring for you all, just watching nothingness. Box somewhere. They're in a box upstairs. Right, I'm sure you don't want to see all that paraphernalia. So let's do something else instead, shall we? Let's have a look at some of the other stamps that are on the website. Okay, these are the Walking with Friends. Is it Walking with Friends? Yeah, Wandering with My Favourite People, Walking in the Rain. Let's just have a go with these because these are layering stencils as well. So what we're going to do, we'll just do a little technique here. Let's get some scattered straw. Let's get some faded jeans. And let's get some cracked pistachio, shall we? Okay, let's just take these colours. These are water reactive inks. Do you know what? I'm making these up as I go along now because don't know where the stamps are. I don't want to go racing upstairs. I'm sure you won't appreciate that. Let's get a little bit of yellow on there. It's going to look like a little bit of light green, but that's okay because I'm using the same. And then let's put that there. Okay. I love using oxide inks with water. I think you do a lot of different techniques. Let's get some water, a little bit of a spritz, activate it. The paper you're using, so I'm hoping I've got some good paper here to use. Let's not waste not want not. See how that starts, here you go. See how that starts to react as soon as you put it on the paper. Just give it a bit of a squidge. Let that ink move around. If you haven't put enough water on it, you could always put some more water on there. It's kind of layered that up quite nicely. I was going for some sort of like greens and blues up there, so that'll do. That'll do. Let's wipe that. I mean, you could watch that dry whilst I run upstairs and find my other stamps. That could be a thing. Whilst I tell you actually about Restream, it's absolutely fantastic workshop. Do you really use things? Jenny's working, so she's got no idea how to be turned upside down. Right, coming back. I'll carry on with this demo, but then I'll switch to. Right, okay. Sorry, never organised. Never organised. Feel free to leave. Right, so yes, so that workshop is at Manchester. So let's just hide that out. Okay, that's kind of dry now, isn't it? And I'm going to go for not that one. I'm going to go for this stamp. I'm going to pop that on there. This was a drawing that I did with some loose watercolours. And when I looked at it, this was about 2 years ago. When I looked at it, it kind of reminded me of the Queen on Sandringham Beach. That about there. There you go. Just give that a bit of a press down. Millie, you don't want your dinner just yet, do you, darling? I'm doing a live. I can give it to you, but I've moved away from the live and I've got to come back to it. Okay. There you go. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's just wipe that stamp. That is nice, isn't it? See what you can achieve just by using one stamp and then creating that background. Let's put a sentiment on there. I never know with sentiments whether to put them straight onto the design. Let's go back to your comments if they're there. Yeah, there you go. I never know whether to put it on the design, put it to the side, or put it to the bottom. Love the postcards, Janice. Don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. Well, Dawn, you could put them in a frame, or you could ink them up if you want to. We wouldn't want you any other way, Janice. Love the unorganised you. Oh, I'm terribly unorganised. I try my best to be organised. Hello, Sonia. Hope you're well. Right, so we've got the sentiment. Maybe at the side there, or at the bottom. If it goes at the bottom, we could cut that out and use that as a, I don't know. Right, I'm asking you guys now, the first one to answer. Shall I put at the side? It's always better to the right, isn't it? Or at the bottom? No, I don't want them to be standing on the sentiment. I'm going to put it at the side. Sorry, I know I asked you guys. Let's pop that at the side. There you go. This is why these stamps are so easy to use. Just 3 different colours on a background. I had no idea what I was doing because obviously I'd left the stamps upstairs. There you go. Isn't that nice? So we can cut that with a guillotine or with a pair of scissors, depending on what you've got. And hey presto, let's get this the right way round. Let's move that there. Then we have just created a topper or a little postcard. Actually, it's quite nice. Like put something up there, but I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it. Sorry, it's out of shot, isn't it? And it looks like it's backwards as well, but let's not worry about that. We're friends. Okay. Is that backwards, guys? It is, isn't it? Hang on. Oh, hang on. Back camera, front camera. On the back camera, I wonder if, hang on, do that. Go to video. Oh no, you don't want to see a video. Just go back out of that. Oh, that's my fault. That's my fault. I didn't mirror my camera. Let's just tap on that. Okay, camera's gone. Don't worry, I'm back. I'm back. We're still back to front. I need to mirror my camera. Anyway, anyhows. Oh, that looks. I do need to. Hang on. All right, we're back. We're back. Don't worry. Back camera, dual camera, ultra wide camera, back wide camera. Let's try that one. No. Let's try. Just going back to the back camera. Oh no, I know there's a setting in here. You probably, here we go. Settings, video, back camera, video resolution. Okay. Right. There you go. There you go. I think it's in there somewhere. So nice little topper there. We could go around the outside with some black, for example. Easy way to do that, either with a Sharpie pen or just taking, as you know, your ink pad around the edge and finally along there. And then that just gives it a nice little frame. So that was a very, very quick demo using the stamps from my range. This one is well, it's called Walking in the Rain, but you've got Every Step is Better with Friends and also Wandering with My Favourite People. But that's Walking in the Rain, and that's available on timestampcreations.com. So I don't think I've got a little. There you go. Ta-da! timestampcreations.com. Right, let's put that away. That's an impromptu demo. It just goes to show you can just simply pick a stamp and start working with it. So I haven't got any stamps that are sold out. The alphabet and numbers, that's close to selling out, but the rest are pretty much on there. I was doing these the other day, actually. You know, when you stamp and it doesn't quite look right. Well, I stamped and it wasn't quite right, so I decided to use a pen and go over that, and I thought that was quite a nice little effect. So never throw anything using a little bit of a light pen over there. I kind of really like that look. Just something a bit random. And I like the way that you've got those lines in the hill. So again, never throw anything away. If you stamp something and you're not keen on it, it's okay. Right, let me get the new stamps. And I've got an idea. I've got an idea, and I'm going to do the idea live. I don't know whether it's going to work, but that's what this is all about. Piece of card. With your piece of card. Okay. There's a piece of card, and I'm going to get some of the masks and moons. Now, I do have these on my website. They are, as I say, masks and moons. They're from Clarity as well. The ones on the website are just the masks for the mountains and the moons. So what I'm trying to find is this. I had this idea in my head the other day, and I thought, oh, I wonder. Okay, let's put that on there. I'll tell you what, where is my, I do, believe it or not, everyone, I've got a little store board. So I wonder, okay, I'm going to do it on a smaller piece of card, just because I can. If I put that there, flatten that down. Now, on all of the new range, we have tiny little stamps like this, which are really cool. So we've got the dandelion, the mushroom, we've got the leaf, we have got the bird, we have got the little bird, the bird there. We do have the geometric, might bring that in. I'm not going to bring in the little birdie. These are great in shrink plastic, by the way. Oh, why not? Why not? Let's do this. Okay. Orange. Right. No. Okay. Let's just take this off, and let's do something. Where is do the water technique again, because I like that. And I'm going to put some orange on there. Is that black on there? Yeah, we don't want that. Right. And get a brush. Put some orange on there. Put some Lucky Clover on there. There you go. Greens and oranges. And a little bit more orange. And I'm going to spritz that again. I'm just going to take it away. Here we go. Spritz it. So that might be a little bit too much water on there. But let's see. Let's just drop that on there. See it all mixing together. It's when you lift it off, though. That needs to soak in. Try that at home, just on an acrylic plate, or maybe even like a piece of plastic. Let's just lift that up. Let's see. Nice. And then if you want a little bit more, you can always go on there again and just add a little more, maybe. Oh, there you go. Just add a little bit more. You could always add a little bit more water, a little bit more ink as well. I do have a drawing tool. I should go and get that really. Just give that a blast off. Stay with me, people. I'm also, at the same time as doing this live, I've decorated the downstairs bathroom, painted it like a forest green on one of the walls, and we need a painting. So I've got 3 canvases, and I'm painting the view that we can out of our window on there. I'll put that with you later. Right, I'm just going to take this out. Look at that. I'm just going to dry this just give it a little bit of a blast off, just so we can ink on there. It's nice if you actually leave these to dry naturally, but that looks nice, doesn't it? And we can always bring in a bit of the orange from the outside that's just left on the brush, or a bit of the green, or a bit of the blue. If you just bring that in, then we've got that really nice. Yeah, I like that. Could put some blue on there, maybe. Okay, what was I going to do? I don't know. I'm going to cover that up now. Right, let's get the mask and put that on there. Okay. It's not too wet. No, that's fine. I was going to stamp around the outside, you see. But now I've probably make that too big as a mushroom, or let's just have a look if that's going to go around the outside, around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. Will that work? Will it not work with all the different ones? Or shall we just do, I tell you what, let's not do that one. Let's listen, you don't know until you try. You don't know until you try. Leaves and birds and mushrooms. Right, let's just try it. Let's just try it. Where's my acrylic block? Okay. Put that on there. I'm going to do some green and some, let me just go back to your comments in case any of you love the card. Oh, thank you. That's a nice background. Thank you, Arwen. Right, it's just, see, I've put the ink on, so it's just like that. And then I'm just going to go like that. I'm making this up as I go along. I have no idea what this is going to look like. So I'm going to put some more green on there. I'll leave the lids off because it's easier to go back. By the way, next Sunday, I'm at the, just hang on. Put that there. I'm at the, where am I, Janice? Come on. I'm at the Lincoln Showground. And I'm at Craftorama. And I'm doing some make and takes. So if you want to come along and be totally disorganized with me, and I will be organised, I hope, then please come along to the Lincoln Showground next Sunday, and we can do some stuff like this, maybe. Haven't quite decided yet. Or I might use some of my postcards and create some scenes, but that could change. We could actually end up doing anything. Anything, not anything. Who else says anything? I always say anything, and I'm always getting in trouble for it. And I don't know why, because I know it's anything, but I always say anything. I can't help it. Right, let's take this one. Let's stick with the colours. Let's stick with the colours. Let's do a little bit more green on this one, a little bit of orange. You see, I'm not being too careful. Put that there. I think sometimes the best demos. Oh, that's something else that I've been doing today. Things have been flying out my hand. I think sometimes the best demos are the ones that you just you go for and you don't really, hey, let's put that there. You don't really try. You just make it up as you go along. I don't know whether that's me as a crafter, but if I plan something, and I said that right, if I plan something, it never goes to plan. So I just like to look at a blank piece of paper and think, well, what can I do with that? Let's put some green on there and some orange on there. Let's put that there. Let's get some orange, more orange on that one, and put that there. Oh, stay away. Again, I don't know what this is going to look like. I have no idea, but I'm having a lovely time doing it. That's for sure. I love greens and orange. I never used to stamp or colour with orange. I wasn't that keen on it as a crafting colour. And now, I love it. Oh, I love it. Right, where's the bird gone? So, starting to build this up, yeah? Where's my crow? I've got my dancing little funky one. Let's put that on there. That on there. See if we can find that crow. He's gone off somewhere, hasn't he? We've got the bird, we've got the leaf, we've got the geo, we've got the dandelion. Remember, these are available on timestampcreations.com. Right, we've got the two birds. We could use those. I'm just going through these actually. There's a geometric one. There's a mushroom. Here he is. 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 Okay. Now we could, how about this? I could stamp the bird in black. No, let's just carry on with these colours. Just go for full on green there. Move those out of the way. Move those out of the way. There you go. Now let's add some orange to that. I've not done anything down the bottom really, have I? So I need to do more down the bottom. That can go there. The green seems to be the stronger colour, doesn't it? Let's put you there. Okay. Right, we've still got some areas to fill. So let's go back to the leaf. Leaf it out. Leaf it out. Let's put that. I really ought to do that. That would be better. I bet you were shouting at me to do that. Turn it around. Turn it around. Yes, you go. Okay, that's two. That's enough of the leaves. Probably another mushroom. There's probably a really good method of how to do this where, you know, you get everything. Sorry, you get everything right in its place. Let's do that there. Do that. Put a cheeky one there. Cheeky one there. Now I need the dandelion. Like I say, sometimes organising it a bit better would be ideal. Put that one there. Then let's put that one there. There you go. Right. Next step. I have no idea. I have no idea. I actually like that mask on there. I like that circle. I think that would have looked quite cool and grungy. Okay, now we need to take, I do have a pokey tool somewhere. Hang on. I need to take that mask off. If this doesn't work, it's okay. It's okay. Lovely Tony Darrett from Stamps by Me gave me this. There it is. Now, just want to... that's not bad actually, is it? That mask. Get another bit of paper. Let's just spritz it with water. Put the mask there. Because we don't want to waste. There you go. That's another background for another day. I like that. And that's just come from the mask itself. So let's just wipe that clean. These masks, the moons and the mountain the postcards, Dawn, they're great. They really are. And they're available on timestampcreations.com. Right, okay, so this is what we've got so far. That's what we've got so far. Now what? Okay, we've got a circle and the tiles are square. Apart from this one. But I don't know whether that is going to look any good. So what I will use is this. Could work. What else we got? Let's go. Let's have a look at that's the geometric dandelions. That's quite nice. Just something a little bit different. Or it could be we don't do that. And it could be we just maybe a sentiment in the middle. And I've got the one I want, which is nature's. Let's see if the that's too long. That's too long. No, it's not. Nature's little postcards from autumn. Let's just do that. Let's not put anything in the middle. Let's just go with the sentiment. And let's go for that in black. Okay. So let's go for this. Put that in there. That there. Okay. And then we're going to go for this in the middle. Round about there, I'd say. Around about there. What's everyone having for tea tonight? I'm going to have oh, hello, Carol. Well, you got your sister over for the weekend. How lovely. I'm going to have some mozzarella salad. Really fancy some olive oil and bread. There you go. Because you need a background for that. And I might have everything. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right, I've got a different coloured card here. Blue? No, because there's no blue in there, so that's no good. Green? Suppose if you were to matte and layer that maybe with a black, that would go quite nice. Or is it too close? Purple? Purple's not going to work. There's no purple in there. It's greens and oranges, isn't it? Brown? Too boring. Too boring. Those are flat colours, but I have some designer papers from Clarity. And I'm thinking the Toscana range. What do you think to that? There's quite a lot going on that one. I'm just thinking these are that's quite nice. Or too much, too similar, maybe. Too similar. That's nice though. That bottom part there. You know, if we cut around that could work. And then that could be the front. Hold the line, caller. I've got some more here. See, I never know whether to go for. That might be a bit bright. Yeah, I think it's this one here, don't you? Unless we just go for a normal colour. I like this one. Let's put that there. Let's see what this is like. Do I have some glue somewhere as well? Okay. Back to the guillotine. Watch your fingers. Here's Janice with the guillotine. We know what that one page, don't we? What's that now? Okay. And I want that down there. I'm not going to stick it on yet. Just measure that up. Measure that up. About there. About there. Honestly, I don't know why I don't know why I cut like that so viciously. Just trying to figure out. So I want most of that colour down the bottom. Okay. Let's just get here. I'm rubbish at measuring, by the way. You may have gathered that. I'm not very good. Maybe if I had some dies or like die cutting machine, it'd be better. There you go. Put that on there, and then you could put that onto a plain piece of paper. Maybe that would work then. Probably needs to be a little bit thinner. However, I think that's quite nice for an ad hoc demo that I didn't think I was going to do. Or black paper. Hold the line corner. Hold the line corner. Maybe straight onto black. Yes, I like that. I think that. I know I've cut that paper up now, but could still do that. Mount it on black and then put that on there maybe. But I like that. I like that. Listen, I don't want to keep you too long. Gosh, we've been here for about an hour. It's coming up to 4 o'clock. So I'm going to go now, but thank you very much for joining me. Next Sunday, I'm at the Lincoln Showground, and that's where you can come along and take part in a make and take. If you do want to come along, just message me and I'll book you in. 12 o'clock is getting full, but there's still spaces. It's 11 a.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m., and 3 p.m. Just message me and I'll get you booked in. It's going to be £5 for a make and take with myself. If you fancy a day workshop, there you go, myself and Lou Withers. You can get your e-ticket, £55 for a day. It's at the Manchester Monastery and it's absolutely fabulous. It really is. So have a think about that. It's on a Tuesday. If you want to go for any of the new stamps, like the mushroom tiles, love these. These tesselate as well. These just continue down. That's your mushroom tiles. We've also got the crow, the little guys that were dancing in the car park. They're available. The geodandelions, these are beautiful. Remember Abigail's party. All right, Sue, help yourself to nibbles. Love that. The dandelions, which can also be used as little trees as well. That can be used as a little tree, which is really nice. Proving to be really popular, but I do have them in stock. And then we've got the retro birds, which I drew. All of them I drew. They're fabulous. And again, just a little make I did with the smaller stamps from each of those sets. But having said that, I could put that in the middle, actually. Now that would look quite nice. There it is before, just with them going across. But actually, I might put that in there. And then that will go out and out. That actually, what are the odds of that? That works really well. Who knew? That to that. There you go. That's something I'll think about. That's the next background that I shall have a look at and do something with. It's quite a nice round. Almost like we're looking into something. That little bird. He could go in there. Or, hang on, just while you're here. Could do mushrooms coming down. Oh, I don't know. This is something for another day. I'm not. I don't want to rush it, but I do like that background, and that was using. That's quite nice. Right, just before I go, I'm just going to do this. See what it looks like, and I'm going to stamp it in orange. Okay, there's lots of lines in this, so it's going to be. That's the orange. Let's put a bit of green on there. I'm in a green mood. Mode. And I'm going to spritz it with water again. It's just a quick one though before we go. Let's see if this works. Pop that in the middle. Oh, have I stuck this on the wrong way? No, I haven't. Let's just do that. Let's see. Oh, that's quite nice. We can do something with that. It's quite a nice little background. And we can think about doing something with that, maybe. Here you go. This is what it's all about, isn't it? Just thinking about it, thinking, right, let's pop this. We could pop a sentiment across there, maybe. Cut better than that, of course. There's a little band going across there. But anyway, that's something for another day. Things to think about. Think about water, think about oxides, think about water reactive inks and what you can do. So thank you very much for watching. I'll do what I'm going to do, I keep saying it, I just need to organise myself. But I'll probably do a live next Tuesday or Wednesday, but I'll let you know and I'll do some more crafting. And if you've got any of my stamps, you can craft along. But in the meantime, you can go and find all of my stamps, which are available to you at timestampcreations.com. I've got all kinds of stamps like the deers, which are beautiful, especially this time of year because you can add like Christmas scenes to them. So they look really, really nice in that way. So with that, I shall bid you goodbye. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you again soon, everybody. That's it from me. Ta-ta. Now I've just got